What are the best side hustles to do in 2024? And I wanted to go over the side hustles that me personally have been going through, me personally have been really studying them. And in this video, I think this is useful because like this, you will have an understanding which direction you can go. You can either go with, starting your, let's say, YouTube channel or doing freelancing or doing things on Fiverr. So, I wanted to go step by step with the examples as well, and for you to be able to see what you can achieve with those side hustles. And those side hustles, they can be, of course, changing over time, but this is what, in my opinion, worth investing in the next several months or several years, because these side hustles probably not going to go away anytime soon, and it's a great advantage to take to step it up and to start doing that. So the first one, and I think this is also goes based on this channel as well. You guys are watching this video, you guys are subscribing, showing the support, and I really appreciate. That's what keeps me as well pushing this more and keeps me investing more time, because I feel there is a great feedback from this channel, and I know that it's not only about Fiverr, but we're also doing different things like covering side hustles, making money, how we can build our personal brand, and things that are going through my side as well, through the agency that I'm running on Fiverr as well. So the first thing is running your YouTube channel. This is probably one of the best business ideas and business steps that you can start right now. It's not too late. You're not going to be late, or you think that it's gone. It's not gone. It's just the beginning, to be honest, because YouTube is a powerful platform which gives you the traffic, which gives you that sort of a community build. Because you guys are watching this video, probably you're going to be watching for like let's say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. The average time that the person watches my video is about 4 minutes, which is incredible. Imagine you can have an attention span of 4 minutes of someone watching your content. In this today's world where everything happens so fast, YouTube is a super powerful platform. And then just from YouTube, you need to understand that it's just not enough to have a YouTube. You need to somehow bring the traffic where you can have a control over your audience. Because with YouTube, some videos could get pushed in the algorithm, some videos are not going to get pushed in the algorithm, but you need to be aware that all the social media channels, you're fighting for the reach. You're trying to reach as many people as possible, but it's very hard to retain them, meaning that the retention rate might be dropping on certain platforms, and it's not easy to keep them watching your content all the time. So with the transition to the YouTube channel, we have a newsletter, and you've seen several platforms, newsletter platforms. For example, Substack is where I have my newsletter, where I host my newsletter. And for example, if we go to the Substack, a great way we can see where we can actually bring people to. So for example, with Substack, you can have your newsletter developed on the Substack, and then when you go to the Substack, you can see what sort of other newsletters are bringing in the revenue, what sort of newsletters are out there. You can really have the diversity in those newsletters. As some people are creating newsletters about culture, about US politics, right? Finance. So you have all of these different options, and you can, when you go to these newsletters, you can actually see how many subscribers they have. For example, this one has tens of thousands of paid subscribers at $8 per month, which is incredible, right? So this just opens up possibility that you can make a lot of money by just doing the newsletter, right? But just running newsletter. But the combination of YouTube plus the newsletter will give you the traffic. YouTube is traffic. That's how I'm getting at least 5 to 10 people subscribe to my newsletter every single day, because people are finding my channel and people are going to my newsletter to find more content about Fiverr, about my journey, about the course I have on Fiverr. So people deciding to go there. And also from this, you also have a possibility to have sponsorship. So people, if you have an audience, doesn't matter, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers, subscribers, and you have a newsletter, let's say with 100 people, 200 people, you will be already eligible to get the sponsorships. Because if you have an audience, people will be willing to pay for you to have their products, their services advertised to your audience. So that opens a big opportunity. And then when you have a combination of YouTube plus newsletter, you bring even more value, because YouTube, yes, it's social media, but newsletter is a platform where your most loyal audience are. And if you post something to your audience on newsletter, you guarantee to have better reach, better results than any social media platforms. Again, we have paid subscribers, so we can monetize with the paid subscribers the same way as I showed you in Substack. You can just run your newsletter on a paid monthly subscription or annual subscription. People can be paying for you. You can also have from YouTube AdSense. So my channel brings around $200-$250 so far per month with my YouTube journey, and this is incredible, because it's I'm just recording these videos, I'm just showing value, showing my journey, and I'm getting paid by YouTube. This is probably the best. It's definitely more enjoyable than, let's say, selling a course where you have that responsibility, where people think that you're doing this for the course. So that's why some people prefer that, and some people making a lot more. They're making 6 figures, 7 figures, or more just by getting paid from YouTube. This journey, if you just type YouTube, how much YouTube paid me, you will find a lot of channels about that and how much they're getting paid from YouTube. The next one is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is a little bit tricky because, we hear affiliate marketing a lot on Instagram. There's a lot of creators pushing their courses, this like license-free courses that you can, promote, and you can, basically, involve people too. So it's a bit of not a scammy industry, but it's an industry where you can make a lot of mistakes, where a lot of things are misleading, where you need to really understand. But in the basic principle, if you have a product, for example, you are using maybe, let's say, for example, for courses, people can use Kajabi, right? So you're probably familiar with the course platform Kajabi. Kajabi allows you to have let's go here and skip. Kajabi allows you to sell courses, sell your coaching, one-on-one coaching, build a community, right? And if you like Kajabi as a platform, you can basically become an affiliate, and they will give you that affiliate link. So when you are, running your newsletter, putting something on your newsletter or on your YouTube channel, you can put a link to the to your affiliate link. And then when people are going to be subscribing to Kajabi, right, you'll be getting a commission, and this commission can be recurring. That's why a lot of people are making money with, let's say, Go High Level platform. This is for marketing agencies, right? So you can make a living doing that. You can make 6 figures, 7 figures more by promoting. Of course, you need to understand that at any time, the platform can be changing, or maybe people won't be using this platform anymore. So there are certain risks that you're putting for yourself as well there. But this side hustle to combine the newsletter and the YouTube channel is one of the best to start right now, because let's say 5 years, 10 years from now, these can be still very relevant. And if you put in the time right now, after let's say 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're just going to become bigger, and you can have more opportunities from that. But this is probably one of the best business models. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is relatively simple, but it's the consulting side. We have this consulting industry has been, booming. A lot of people starting their consulting, but in this case, when you have an audience, because you need to have an audience, you cannot just start consulting from nothing. You need to build some audience, you need to build some credibility. So starting a YouTube channel probably is going to be a good idea, because you can record longer form content, you can build a loyal audience, and then when you can announce that you have a consulting services, people can just go and book your consulting services. What I can suggest for consulting services is to use something called Calendly. Calendly is a platform I'm sure many of you have seen, many of you have maybe used as well before. It's a great platform to load, to basically have your consulting, because you can integrate payment system inside of Calendly, so people can pay you right away, and they can book your hour as well straight away, which will go to the calendar that you have, Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, anything, and that's going to be much more powerful. So this is probably one of the easiest ways to monetize your audience once you have an audience, to sell one-on-one. And I know people are saying that, oh, you are probably going to be, kind of like it's an active income, meaning that you will have to do more hours and more hours to make more money. Yes, it's true, but you can charge $100, $200, $300, $500, thousands of dollars per hour, you know, or you can charge more. Eventually, this is the side hustle which will always be with you, you know. At any time, if you feel like you have an audience and you're like, okay, my maybe marketing agency is not bringing me enough, I'm, you know, downscaling or doing something, you can always launch your consulting, which will kind of like complement with what you're doing already with your agency, with other things. And people will be always willing to go and book an hour because, you know, people want to, if you have a knowledge, if you have experience, people want to get in touch with you. People want to spend, you know, for me it's the same. I'm kind of on the edge to launch my consulting, one-on-one consulting offer. Probably going to do it for a limited time because I don't know how many people I can handle, but I definitely enjoy spending time with someone, talking about their business, talking about their journey, Fiverr journey, social media marketing journey, and try to help with all the knowledge, with all the experience that I have, because of course I've been on Fiverr for like the last 10 years. I've been, you know, exploring other things and, you know, been constantly trying to, you know, come up with different ideas, research ideas, and see what's been working, what's been not working. But this is probably one of the best side hustles as well to start in 2024, and going forward, it's going to always have a demand. It's not going to be like other side hustles like, you know, drop shipping, where you can have a boom with one product, then you need to find another product. This industry is going to be still very relevant in the next several years to come. And of course, when you do consulting, you know, you can always have your ideas, because when you have one-on-one coaching or one-on-one consulting, you can sell it as a package. So you can have like multiple hours to sell to that person, or you can have a group coaching program where you bring them as a group, which can be slightly cheaper. You can make it as a course. Some people make it as a course that you can after sell people to, or you can have your paid community, and people can be using, for example, School or you know, Telegram community, and you can just launch your paid community using that sort of one-on-one consulting offer that you have. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And the next one is very straightforward. It's freelancing. Freelancing is actually, it's very relevant today. It's going to be relevant in the next 5-10 years as well. A lot of people are trying to do something their own. Of course, it's a lot harder for someone to, you know, let's say if they work in a corporate, if they have a job, just to start freelancing, because there are a lot of things, a lot of risks, a lot of misunderstanding what they should do, how they should go into that freelancing world. And for me, the easiest answer is to go on the freelancing platform like Fiverr, because you can definitely benefit from the traffic, benefit from all of those buyers who are constantly trying to find a service, trying to find a freelancer, seller who can help them with social media, with graphic design, with programming, with website design, website development. So you really have a lot of different variety of services that you can do. So I will suggest to go on Fiverr or Upwork as a places where you can list your services. Also, LinkedIn has been very popular lately. LinkedIn has been pushing their freelancing ecosphere, and they've been pushing as well people to set up their profiles, you know, that they can offer services. So I would suggest to look at those three places. You don't want to go everywhere, because you will lose the control. You won't be able to be everywhere, but just pick maybe you know, like let's say 3 platforms. You know, you start with the 3 platforms and you see which ones are eventually bringing you traffic, which ones are not bringing you traffic, and then eventually when you start to see, for example, Fiverr is doing well for you, then you can just focus on that. But you can just build your whole entire business inside of those freelancing platforms. The same that I did with my journey. Most of my, let's say, revenue, traffic, and you know, clients, they are on Fiverr, and that's how I build myself that sort of, you know, let's say hustle, and I think you can definitely do the same. You know, you can do this outside of Fiverr, but it's going to be a lot more complicated to start. So I will encourage you to just go on this platform. Even if you're already doing something, let's say if you already have an agency, it's just much better for you to just, okay, I'm going to set up my profile on Fiverr as an agency or as a freelancer or as a marketer, and you can just benefit from all of this traffic. There's just a lot of traffic coming every time to, you know, to these marketplaces, and there's not enough sellers. Some people say yes, it's overcrowded in some categories, like let's say logo design. You have a lot of logo designers, but still there are a lot of opportunities at the same time while you're doing this. So this is definitely worth going, and that's going to be definitely relevant for the next several years to come as well. Okay, So let's go to the next one. Next one is running your Etsy store. I think this is the most really fun side hustles because with Etsy stores, with Etsy, it's really interesting because you can launch your Etsy store, and within like 3 months your Etsy store can be bringing you like already 1K, 2K, 3K per month, which is incredible. But Etsy is very competitive as well, as you can imagine, with Fiverr. But the reason why I like Etsy, because it does give you a lot of flexibility, meaning that you can become the star seller, that's like a top rated seller for Fiverr, within several months, like 2 months, 3 months, depending on your activity. You can spend right away into the Etsy ads, and you can spend as much as you want, which is really cool, because that way, you can just boost the traffic and get those initial reviews, initial sales. Very powerful. And then on Etsy, you can go with different approaches. You need to really make a research, because with Etsy, you have a lot of digital products, a lot of things like digital planners, invoice templates, calendar templates, wedding templates. You really need to make a research with what you want to do. We are doing social media templates on Etsy. It's been bringing some revenue, a few $100s per month, which is not bad. We started this year, but we have not been really putting any work. We just posted those templates and that's it. It's really, I would say, more it's like a semi-active and passive, because you still need to put up your products there. You still need to have some communication when they ask you questions. It's not a lot. It's not like on Fiverr, but still, some people might be asking questions. Some people might be having issues with your purchase, with their purchase, and then essentially you need to provide that feedback. But at the same time, it's passive, because you just put one product and you're just getting consistent revenue from just one product, because there is just so much traffic on Etsy. That's why and I have an example here. I'm gonna list it in the description. I highly encourage you to watch this channel, this video specifically of the person who have their Etsy store, successful Etsy store. He launched his another Etsy store in digital products, and he's just going over the journey. I think this is the most authentic video I've seen so far about Etsy, that it's like truly transparent and truly showing you his journey, how he was able to make his living doing things. Because Etsy you don't need to have teams, you don't need to have like a large operations. You can be running this as a solo business, so you can do this as a solopreneur, and the same with most of these side hustles like freelancing. Yes, you can be solopreneur until a certain point, because you need to eventually scale things and you need to hire team members. But for example, one-on-one consulting, this is truly solopreneurship, truly just you doing this consulting. Of course, you can build it as you can have maybe another person that is going to be working with you, and they can book with them a call, which will also goes to you, because you're pushing them. There could be multiple things. And the same with like a YouTube channel newsletter. Truly solopreneurship. You can start it by yourself right now without any team, without any resources. You can use Substack as one of the places for you to start your newsletter. And like I said, this can be an incredible achievement. So guys, again, these are my thoughts about the side hustles. These are my sort of propositions for you to go with, because I truly have been seeing that they've been developing like crazy, and it's not late to start. You can start right now. You can still be successful within a few months, depending how much time, how much effort you're gonna put in, and you will definitely see a great, you will see a payoff from putting an effort and work into this. So guys, thank you so much. And also please, if you go in the description, you can see my newsletter. You can also access my Fiverr course if you subscribe to the newsletter. I really appreciate your support. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on Instagram. We'll be happy to get back. If you have any questions, you can just put them in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you, and hope to see you in the next video.